everyone and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Millie's here with me today and she's barking at birds outside the window. I thought I would just pop on and do a little entry because Millie is now 30 weeks old. She turned 30 weeks yesterday, which was the 23rd of January, and on the 27th she'll be 7 months old. So she's now in the age bracket where she could come into season at any point. And on Thursday I noticed that her vulva is quite swollen, and then my mum noticed it on Friday as well. I think she might be coming into season soon, so I just thought I'd come on here and document the symptoms that I noticed and the dates, so that it'll help some of you know what to look for if your pup's going to come into season soon. And I have also noticed that she's starting to get a bit more tired. She's always slept a lot because we go out for long walks, so during the day she sleeps quite a bit. But today especially, she's not really being her usual self, like wanting to run around. She just wanted to sleep most of the time. And I'd probably say it was about 3 weeks ago, she started humping me. I don't know what it is. I think it might have been an attention thing, but now if she comes into season, that makes me wonder if actually it's one of the signs. Another sign that a puppy might come into season that I've been told about is that they might bark more. I don't really know how to judge this because Millie's always been a bit of a yapper. So it's been a few weeks since I last did a season update, and honestly, last time ended up being a false alarm. So Millie had diarrhea for about 3 or 4 days, and she lost her appetite. I noticed the swelling, and then she just went back to normal. Nothing else happened. I think now she might have just had a bit of an upset stomach, which was why she had the diarrhea. God knows why she had the swelling. But yeah, complete false alarm. Me just being a paranoid dog mum. So now it's a few weeks later. Today is Friday the 5th of March. And tomorrow, so the 6th of March, Millie will be 36 weeks old. So last week, well the last Saturday just gone, she turned 35 weeks and she also turned 8 months old. So we've had a bit of an eventful week, to be honest with you. When we got to the round of the corner to the groomers, she completely freaked out and ran off. And afterwards I posted on Instagram and a couple of people came back to me and said, is she coming into season? Because their dogs ran away just before they came in. And I thought that's a bit of a weird symptom of a season. So this week I noticed that her nipples had really swollen. And then today I mentioned it to my mum and she was like, maybe it's a sign that she is coming into season. And this evening she'd just come back from the toilet and noticed that she was licking herself a lot. And I noticed a bit of blood, so she's actually come into season now. The other signs I noticed this week were obviously her running away, if that's a sign. She became a lot more sleepy than normal, so I say that now looking back because she always slept a lot. But people would always say that. I'm like, but how can you tell? Because my dog always sleeps a lot. But she'd gone from being very active during the day to more lethargic, and only if like you wanted to play did she want to play with you. And she became very affectionate. Like, she's not a cuddling dog at all really, but she's really wanted to cuddle me and be near me the last couple of days. And like when my mum was here today, she just wouldn't stop licking her. She just wants to curl up and be near you. And then after she's done with that, she just wants to lay down and sleep. I say that they are hard to look out for, but the main noticeable sign for me was the swelling of the nipples. I say usually, I can't say the word, her privates aren't swollen really. It's only now the bleeding that I've noticed. So today is the 6th of March and last night Millie came into her season. And I just thought I would show you what she looks like in her nappies. She looks like a sumo wrestler. Honestly, they've given me hours of entertainment being in these. They're reusable, so I've just been hand washing them. And one's been lasting about 6 hours. I did make her wear one overnight. I don't know if you meant to. But she sleeps up here in my bedroom and I've got light grey carpets. And she often jumps up onto my bed as well. So, and that's white. So I didn't want any blood overnight. But on getting onto those surfaces. But when she goes outside, obviously she doesn't have it on. And in my kitchen, I'll take it off of her if I'm cooking and things so that she's having a bit of a break. Yesterday, she wasn't swollen at all. But today, her vagina looks like a chimpanzee. Not a chimpanzee. What's one of those monkeys where they've got like the big arses? That's what she looks like. And I've got a long garden, and stood at the kitchen window, you can still see it. So it is swollen overnight. Massive. Yeah, yes it does. I wouldn't say she's bleeding that much from what I can tell is in a nappy when I'm cleaning it. Other changes, so as I mentioned yesterday, her nipples are still swollen. She's rubbing herself on most furniture, because look like this. In general, she has left the nappy. She doesn't really chew it, but she hated it the first time I put it on her, and she went crazy rubbing herself up and down the sofas. I got it on our Instagram, so I'll insert some video footage here. It's not the best quality, but give you an idea of what she was doing. And she's still humping. I will again insert a video of her humping me last night wearing her nappy. Because honestly, if you've got a dog coming into season, I highly recommend these nappies just for your own entertainment. But otherwise, not really noticing anything different in her. She's eating the same as normal, I would say. She seems pretty much like a normal self other than just napping a bit more. We are now 8 days into Millie's season. She's still swollen and she's still bleeding. And she's still wearing a nappy, as you just saw. But I have noticed that the bleeding is starting to go down now. But she's definitely still very tired. And most of the time she still sleeps. She started playing more the last couple of days as well. Whereas the first couple of days, all she wanted to do was just sleep and be near me. Whereas now she actually has a bit more of her energy back. I made the decision not to take her out for walks during this. And there were a couple of deciding factors about that. I know people say that you should still take them out and just avoid places with dogs. I've decided against it because one, I live on an estate where there are a lot of dogs and most of them are male. Even just getting off the estate or walking around my estate, I'm going to bump into other dogs, even late at night. To go anywhere where there won't be any dogs, I need to go on like one-way paths, and if I bump into somebody the other way, I'm going to get stuck. The other thing that's put me off was after her running away, which I mentioned in the grooming video, which I will tag up above, where she ran into the road after she got freaked to the groomers. I'm slightly petrified of now taking her on a walk, especially while she's in season, because I know dogs are more prone to running off when they're in season, because if they can smell like another dog anywhere, they'll just go. So even though I've got the attachments now that mean like if a collar comes off, a harness will still be on or vice versa, I still don't want to risk it. And then to top all of that off, I don't want her to be more likely to run away when there's the amount of dog theft that's going off at the moment. I don't want to risk it, to be honest with you. I don't think it's worth her going out for walks at the moment if it means that she could potentially run away and then get stolen. And I would be absolutely heartbroken if anything happened to her, so I'm not going to risk it. Instead, I've got quite a big garden. It's 18 metres long, my garden, but it's not very wide, but it's long enough for her to be able to run up and down. So we've been going outside twice a day and playing for about 20-30 minutes each time. So she is going out, and I think actually that's enough exercise for her than just going for a walk, because we are playing, and then I'm doing training as well inside the house. And I think when she starts coming to the end, if I start noticing that she needs to go out and walk, I'll just play with her more outside. But to be honest with you, I don't think she's missing going on the walks because she's just wanting to sleep. She is still quite needy. If I'm watching something on TV, she will lay on me. And when I say lay on me, she will lay across my chest with her head there like, you're not getting up, I'm comfortable now. And then she'll lay there for about half an hour and then she'll get up and she'll go on the floor. So I think she's also getting a lot hotter than normal, because before she was in season, she would only really sleep either under the sofa, on the sofa, or on a bed. She wouldn't sleep on the laminate floor downstairs, whereas now she's opting to sleep on that. So I think she's getting warm. I haven't experienced any diarrhea or sickness with her. I know a lot of people do when the dogs are in season, but as I said, I've noticed that the bleeding is reducing, so fingers crossed she'll come out of season soon. Are you feeling sorry for yourself, Millie Moo? Yeah. Yeah. Have you got to what's your experience of being in season? Do you feel like telling us? No. Are you tired? You got tummy ache? You just want to eat everything you can. Yeah. On a serious note, I do highly recommend getting the dog nappies. I just got them off of Amazon. I will leave a link to them down below. Today's the 25th of March and it's day 20 of Millie's season. From day 14, she got a lot lighter and it's my TMI, but the blood became more of a brown discharge and it was a tiny amount. I'd probably say it halved. And then over the last few days, so the last 6 days, it's reduced even more to the point where yesterday she had a tiny dot in the morning. Yesterday, when I changed her in the evening, again, it was a tiny dot. I still put a nappy on her last night and it came up this morning completely clean. And I've put one on her today. And so far, when I've let her out, it's been clean as well. I'm going to leave the nappies on her for today. And if they end up being clean all day and they're still clean again in the morning, then I'm going to be confident that it's the end. So tomorrow will be day 21. But it would have meant she lasted 20 days. And I'm pretty sure yesterday it was barely any blood either. But yeah, so her cycle was 20 days. She got her personality back at around 13, 14 days. She was wanting to play again. Her vulva is still swollen. It has gone down in size compared to day 2 when it swelled up, but it's still bigger than what it was beforehand. Everyone's told me that it's meant to go back to normal size, but I've spoken to a few other people whose dogs have just gone through their season and they're saying it's still on the bigger side, so I think it just takes a while for it to go back down to normal. I think I'm going to take her out for a walk tonight, keep her on lead, and then I'm going to keep her on lead for the next week. How are you feeling, Millie Moo? Are you feeling better? One thing I don't think I've mentioned in any of the videos is Millie's been rubbing herself a lot more on all the furniture and then doing this weird bum twitching thing, which I will insert a video of here, where she nearly fell off the bed, but she does it on everything. So I don't know if it's the nappies itching her or if she likes the sensation. I don't have a clue, to be honest with you. It's a bit of entertainment, so. If you haven't seen already, then I have previously done a video on the season in general and gone into more detail about the whole process, so I'll leave that linked up above, whichever side that is. But this one kind of is more like a behind the scenes of the process of how long it actually lasts for and things, because when I filmed that, she was 18 days in. Please let me know in the comments down below how long your dog was in season 4. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you don't already, then please subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss a video from us. No, leave it. Go. No. No, leave it. Millie. No. Millie. No. See what I mean? She's got a personality back now. Thank you for watching. Bye. Say bye. Go bye-bye. You get little pets. Hello, Millie Moo. Hello, Millie Moo. Hello. From day... No, I don't want to say bye. Oh, thank you.